and went back to 13-page lame chapter. I hope he's okay. The big war is in 4 months. The war relies on the next generation of heroes. The question is, will they be ready for the major event? For the past couple of chapters, I was wondering what direction we are going with Deku and others in Endeavor's agency. Coming off from this chapter, it appears a new training is ensued. The chapter largely focuses on the introduction of the students. It seems redundant by this point. However, with high stakes in the future and Endeavor's need of understanding to train them properly, sure it takes too much time to get over, as well as the chapter's length is shorter than usual or back to usual form. But if it needs to start somewhere, it might as well introduce themselves. More importantly, the content does inform their development and what needed to be done next. Deku is the first to present himself and the goal he wants to achieve currently. As noted many times, he wants to control his power properly, having the free will to move at max performance. It's sort of recap on Deku's progress with One For All's capacity, which includes the drawbacks and the limitations. He explains the newfound quirk, or form as he puts it. He noted the limitation is much more severe as it is not even capable to be used as a weapon. It gives me an idea that maybe this arc will be the time for him to utilize it well. Maybe not at full capacity, but good enough to fight with. I did laugh at the explanation of Deku behind the Black Whip's limitation. He takes up a large portion of the page with his wall of text in a single or dual speech bubble. Oddly enough, I understood his interpretation. It's just absurd to see the amount of exposition he has to say to get across in Denver, in which he understood clearly. He definitely earned the #1 spot for a reason. Togashi will be so proud for the wall of text, and Kishimoto will be so proud for the exposition. Aside from that, I did like how Endeavor can relate to Deku's suffering due to quirk. This helps out to grasp his attention easily. Up next is Bakugo. His goal is to figure out what he cannot do. It sounds like he's being cocky on paper. However, his reflection to why is admiring. He once believed his explosion quirk is enough due to how powerful it is. While that remained true in terms of strength, to grasp the title of the strongest is not enough. This is a nice update to his character. It's been a while since his last development, and by that I mean his characteristic. It will be a neat and welcoming development after this course is over. Lastly, Shoto is next. Though I chuckle at Endeavor already determined his goal to master Flashfire. I know he's trying to be a better father, but this isn't exactly how it's done. Shoto still explains his intention, and despite the fact he's going to use all the teachings he was against, he is there on his own free will. If it wasn't for Deku, Bakugo, and others, he wouldn't be this inspired to train as the future hero. It's the first to see him stand up against Endeavor without the need to shove him away and tell him how it is. The point is, he is there without the thought of getting close to his father, in which opened Endeavor's eyes. It's good to acknowledge the acceptance isn't complete, and it will take time. There's other time and place to work things around, but this isn't it. It's better to slow burn, no pun intended, the development. The heroes have 3 basic things for citizens to expect: rescue, evacuation, and battle. Endeavor teaches them the value of those 3 counterparts, preparing them for the internship to be the experience of their lifetime. It definitely sounds like a training arc, but justifiable with the major war inbound. This winter, the student task is to show Endeavor that they can defeat a villain faster than him. I wonder if this means they will be ready by the end of winter. I don't know how long winter is in Japan, but that sounds close to 4 months. I could be wrong though. Overall, I enjoyed this chapter. It's the usual introduction to the characters, practically recapping and exposition their development. With that said, it did have value with their next step established, and the reflection from their past lessons did give them a better outlook on heroism. A simple direction, but meaningful reasons. It appeared this arc will be a training arc, keeping the familiar formula alive for better or worse. At least here, we know where we are heading to. It's time for the boys to gain some experiences before the ultimate test. Man, that will do it for the review. I hope you enjoyed this one. I don't mind a training arc, even if it is a familiar formula with every 2 arc is school related or a training. It is important since we have a big war coming up. The only thing I wish for is to see other characters' motivation, but time will tell. We only just getting started. What do you think of this chapter? Share your thoughts in the comment section. If you like this and want more of this, subscribe to my channel and my world will be yours to stay. Until next time, take care.